Last week, what happened last week?
Rama's kingdom.
One at a time.
Rama's kingdom, the Shivadhanu.
Okay. Correct. Wait. Will get married if he agrees.
Yes.
Now, okay. Now, the messengers from Mithila reached Ayodhya in 3 days. They did not rest for long time. That's why they reached fast, and their horses were also tired. The messengers were also tired. When they reached Ayodhya, they asked the permission to see Dasharatha. When they saw Dasharatha, they felt like as if they were in the court of Indra. They were very happy to see Dasharatha. He was also looking like Rama. Then they conveyed the message precisely. They said that your sons Ram and Lakshmana are safe in Mithila in the protection of Vishwamitra. Then he felt very happy. When he sent Ram and Lakshmana, he was fearing that Ram has to fight with the demons. So he was a little bit worried. He knew that Vishwamitra will take care. Now after the messengers said that Ram and Lakshmana were safe, they were very happy. He was very happy. Then they conveyed what Rama had done, how he broke the Shivadhanush and how Janaka accepted to give Sita in marriage to Rama. Then Dasharatha was also very happy with the alliance, because Janaka, he knew Janaka and he knew the Videha kingdom and how Janaka is ruling it. Then he called out his ministers, sages and everybody and conveyed the same, that Ram broke the Shivadhanush and he is going to get married with Sita if we agree. So then he asked the permission. Then the sages said that yes, very good, we will go ahead. Then Dasharatha said that we will start to Mithila tomorrow. So make all the necessary arrangements. So all the sages, ministers, they were taking care of all the what are the wedding items they have to take from Ayodhya, and what are the arrangements with whom they have to travel, and what is the army size. Everything they discussed that night, and they were very happy about the wedding preparations. And the next day early morning they started off to Mithila. Dasharatha was taking all his sages, priests, Vasishta, Vamadeva, Jabali, and he had a few Sumantra, his minister, along with all of them, and four-folded army like the chariots, horses, foot soldiers, and he was taking so many riches also, gifts also along with him. Now they reached Mithila in 4 days, because his army was huge and they were taking rest for a while, and then they reached Mithila. When Janaka came to know that Dasharatha is arriving into Mithila, he was waiting at the entrance and received Dasharatha with lot of love and affection, and they both embraced each other and displayed their friendship. And Janaka was telling, I am very, very happy and I am pleased to see you all, because he came with Vasishta Muni also. As if Indra came with all the gods, you came with your retinue, means that his counselors, ministers and sages who are dear to him. Then he welcomed them, and with great hospitality he arranged everything to them. Then Janaka was telling, tomorrow I will finish my sacrifice, then we can discuss about the wedding preparations. with lot of humility, Dasharatha was telling, a gift will be decided by the donor to the donee, means a giver and taker. Now you are the giver and I am the taker, so whatever you say I will follow. Then he was astonished. Janaka was astonished. See, such a big king, he's talking so humble and he's so down to earth. Then he praised Dasharatha and he took leave. Immediately Ram and Lakshmana with Vishwamitra came and met their father. After long time, they were very happy and they touched his feet and took his blessings. And Dasharatha was also extremely happy to see his sons. Now, they were resting in their camps. The next day, the sacrifice was Janaka's sacrifice was completed with the help of his sages Shatananda and all. And his brother, who was his brother? Janaka's brother? Kushadhwaja, younger brother. He came from Shankasha Nagara. And along with his brother, he was in his court and sent his people to Dasharatha's camp and invited him with his ministers and Ram and Lakshmana. They all came. Then he introduced Kushadhwaja. He is my younger brother. He is very dear to me and he helped me in completing this sacrifice. And he had two daughters, Mandavi and Shrutakirti. They are also bestowed with so many virtues like Sita and Urmila. They are also very beautiful. And he said that how he is ruling his kingdom, how noble he is. Then Dasharatha said that as a custom, in olden days, they used to say the lineage of the bridegroom to the girl's father and the same thing, their lineage, their family history to the boy's father. Now, Dasharatha did not say his family history because self-praising is like show off. And it is true. So that's why Vasishta, his guru, he came and he said the lineage. And Lord Rama is in the 42nd king. It started with Brahma. Brahma had a son, Marichi, Kashyapa, Vaivaswata, Manu, and all like that. And Rama is in the number 41. Dasharatha is at 41. We had many great kings like Bhagiratha. He is at number 24. Bhagiratha, Dilipa, we know, right? And Rama is also called Raghava. Do you know? Ram is also called Raghava. Why Ram is called Raghava? Because Bhagiratha had a son called Kakutstha. And Kakutstha had a son called Raghu. So as he belongs to the Raghu race, so he is called Raghava. And Bhagiratha's son is Kakutstha. Kakutstha, he belongs to Kakutstha dynasty also. So that's why he is called Kakutstha. Ram is called Raghava and Kakutstha also in the Valmiki Ramayana. Many times they address him. Raghava, Kakutstha. So then I realized when I saw this, oh, he is called Kakutstha as he is in the lineage of Kakutstha. Then, and he also said, Vasishta, after listing out all the kings, he said that these four boys, Ram, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna also are very righteous and having many virtues like their ancestors. They inherited the good qualities from their ancestors. So that's why they are very much eligible to marry your daughters, he said. And Janaka agreed. Then Janaka also asked Shatananda to list out his family history, his lineage. It started from the king, the founder of Videha dynasty is Nimi. Nimi had, after Nimi, it is Mithi. That's why the city is called Mithila. After Nimi, it is Mithi, so that's why it is called Mithila. And Sita Mata is called Maithili. That's why. And she belongs to Videha kingdom. She is also called as, any guess?
Vidya.
Vaidehi. And after Mithi, Mithi's son is Janaka. From there, the first Janaka started there. Later, all the kings are called Janakas only. The current king is Siradhwaja Janaka. His father is Harasvaroma Janaka. And Sita is also called as Janaki. Janaka's daughter. So that's why she is called Janaki also. He listed out almost 23rd king is Siradhwaja Janaka, the current king. Then Vasishta also agreed that these two dynasties are well matched. There is nobody can be matched to these kingdom dynasties. And Ram and Lakshmana, Ram and Sita, Lakshmana and Urmila are made for each other. So let's conclude one auspicious day for the wedding. Then Vasishta and Vishwamitra and Vasishta, they asked Janaka, they suggested that Kushadhwaja is having two daughters, Mandavi and Shrutakirti. So let Mandavi marry Bharata and Shrutakirti marry Shatrughna. Then it will be a fourfold alliance, so that it will bring glory to the both the dynasties, and these princes are very good, and these princes are also having so many virtues, so they can match each other. Then Kushadhwaja was overjoyed, and Janaka also accepted, Dasharatha also accepted. So now they decided auspicious day on the Uttara Phalguni as the presiding star. That comes after 3 days. On the 3rd day, the wedding will take place. So everybody's hearts, minds are filled with joy. The Mithila is having the festive look. All the houses are decorated with the rangolis in front, and they had torans and green leaves like mango leaves for the auspicious days we tie, no? So like that, the city is completely decorated, and many musical instruments are played to celebrate the wedding. Then Dasharatha, as a custom, he was donating cows to Brahmanas. He donated 100,000 cows to the Brahmanas, and with their horns are casted with gold. He is very good in donating. We saw it in Putrakameshti Yajna also, at the time of Putrakameshti Yajna also. And he donated the vessels with gold and metal for milking. Milking vessels also he donated. All the Brahmanas were very happy, and they were blessing Ram, Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrughna. On the day of when Dasharatha donated, Yudhajit came. Who is Yudhajit? Yudhajit is the maternal uncle of Bharata. Bharata, who is Bharata's mother? Kaikeyi. Kaikeyi is one of the wives of Dasharatha. So Kaikeyi's brother is Yudhajit. Their territory is called Kekaya. So that's why she is the daughter of Kekaya king. She is called Kaikeyi. And he said that I went to Ayodhya because my father, Bharata's grandfather, wants to see him. So that's why I went to fetch him. But I came to know that you all reached Mithila for the marriage of Ram. Then Dasharatha said, he welcomed him, and he said that you also stay back, you can see the wedding. Now Bharata's wedding is also finalized. So Yudhajit was also very happy. He was also staying there only. Finally, the day arrived. Next day, so next day, Janaka has erected a pavilion, like a very big sacrificial hall where the wedding will take place. It can accommodate any number of guests. There, Dasharatha arrived with his 4 sons, and he was waiting at the entrance, and he asked Janaka, shall I enter? Then Janaka said that you don't need any permission to your own house. Please enter. I am also ready with my 4 daughters. Then Dasharatha slowly entered into the sacrificial hall. There, Vasishta took the lead along with Vishwamitra and Shatananda. Vasishta initiated the sacrificial altar. Like we say Yajna Homagundam, right? Like that, they initiated Agni, the fire god. And the sacrificial altar is decorated with sandal paste, flowers, and they worshipped it. Then they placed all kinds of like Navadhanyalu we call, the sprouts, all the sacred items, sandalwood, sprouts, conches, and incense sticks, darbhas, all the sacred things are there on the platform where the wedding will take place. And the sacred mantras, the rishi started chanting sacred mantras. Now Janaka guided Sita in front of Rama, and Rama is standing in front of the fire. Opposite to Rama, Janaka placed Janaki, Sita Mata, and said, Iyam Sita Mama Suta. Iyam Sita means she is Sita, Mama Suta, my daughter, Sahadharmacharine Tava. She will be assisting you, helping you in practicing dharma, and she will be devoted, fortunate and devoted to you always, and she will follow you like a shadow. And he placed Sita's hand on Ramji's hand, and he poured water while chanting the religious mantras. He gave away Sita in the marriage to Ramji. Then what happened, along with the audience, the flowers showered from the heaven, and the celestial kettle drum sounded loudly, and Gandharvas started dancing, and Gandharvas started singing. Celestial nymphs, means Apsaras, started dancing everywhere. In the heavens, the flowers showered abundantly, because now the gods are also witnessing Vishnu with Lakshmi. Sita Mata is Lakshmi's form, Lord Rama is Vishnu's form, right? Sita Mata was looking very, very beautiful. Valmiki ji, he did not explain much about the beauty of Sita there, but Hanumanji said that when he saw Sita Mata, if you put all the three worlds together, not even the 16th part of Sita will be completed. That was the beauty of Sita Mata. And here Ramji was dressed up like in the festival attire, and he wore all the ornaments, precious jewels, and he is also shining like God. And Sita Mata is shining like a sparkling fire. They both were, and everybody were rejoicing happily. Now this is called, when Janaka gave away Sita Mata's hand to Ramji, it is called Panigrahana. Later, after Rama and Sita's Panigrahana, later Janaka said that Lakshmana do the Panigrahana with Urmila, and Bharata did the Panigrahana with Mandavi, and Shatrugna with Shrutakirti. All the four princes and the princess, they were together, and they were taking the round with around the sacrificial altar. They made 3 rounds, and they bowed to Vishwamitra, Vasishta and their parents and all the sages, and the wedding rituals are concluded. At the time,
Jai Shri Ram,
Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Sita Mata, Jai Shri Ram.
So this is how Valmiki ji was explaining. I could not completely say, but it was a grand wedding of Ramji and Sita. Everybody there were very, very happy. And after the wedding rituals are completed, they retired to their tents. The next day, Vishwamitra ji came and said to Rama, Dasharatha, I am going to where is his place? Near Kaushiki at the foot of Himalayas, my hermitage is there. I will go and do the tapasya there. But he said to Rama, Vatsa Rama, please follow dharma, even though if you face any number of obstacles, don't leave dharma. Protecting dharma and punishing the wicked is your duty. He said, yes, Guruji, I will follow your words forever. And like that he followed also. Okay. Next day, Dasharatha wanted to move to Ayodhya with his sons and daughters-in-law. They started off to Ayodhya. At that time, there were bad omens. They were feeling some danger is going to happen. Dasharatha was fearing, and he called out Vasishtha and said that, Guru, I am seeing all bad omens, and the birds are screaming in a bad way. So then Vasishtha said that I am also seeing a danger, but it will end up in a good way. So don't worry. So what is that obstacle they will face? We will see. Okay? Next week. Now morals. Kids, morals. Okay.
Follow dharma.
Follow dharma is Vishwamitra ji is telling to Ramji. But what should we learn from Dasharatha? When Dasharatha was talking with
Be
Lord,
humble.
be humble. Never show off. And never do self-praising.
Never praise yourself.